Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome along to round 10 of the RIZE Racing League. We're here for season 2, round 10, and at the Spanish Grand Prix. Just right now, just trying to get the link up for folks so they could give it a little peek. 2 seconds, folks. But yeah. Length of this track's actually a 4.657 kilometre. In miles, that is 2.894 miles. We've got 14 corners here with 2 DRS zones, and we're going to be having 33 laps of racing. Tyres we're going to be using is the hardest of the bunch, the C3 soft tyres, C2 mediums, and the C1 hard compound tyres. So while we wait for drivers to get their setups and get their pit strategy, it's getting already underway. So here we go, and we've got 5 red lights, and we are away for the start of round 10 here in Spain. And it looks like Bucko and RKA managed to get a great start, battling up their sheepers. And Bucko going to be going side by side. The Ferrari of Sheepers just manages to hold out, and Thatcher's in third there, holding out nicely there, getting alongside there. Oh, but wait, there is Sheepers on the inside. Are they going to be able to get up past Thatcher's? They are. And could they end up getting past the Red Bull going into turn 4 there? The Red Bull goes off. Is that Stacey Lewis? Stacey Lewis has went off and is into the gravel. Is down into second last place now. Going up here, Evans and Buckle going to be battling it out. Going up turn 7 and 8, and around the outside goes Evan in the Alpine. We've seen a stellar drive from the Alpine drivers at the weekend there in Brazil. During the race, managing to get a double podium. Let's see if RKA and Evan can secure that double podium. Looking further back, we've got the Haas going up the inside of Kreiters and Dirty Taffy. Is it going to work out? Now it's going to turn to the outside, going around turn 12, and he manages to pull it off. Sheepers is around and has managed to get going again, but is going to end up down at the back of the pack. We've got one of the Alpines in the top 10, in the top 3. Let's see if we can get the other one in. Bucko going for the lunge up the inside, but not getting close enough. And same with Connor Griff there in 7th, trying to get up to 6th there. But now it's Kreiters, the championship leader. Are they going to be able to get past? Playing it a bit easy there. Evan and Bucko side by side going into turn 4. And the Red Bull moves up the inside of Evan to take that 4th position. But is Evan going to take that lightly? I think not. So we're on lap 2 of this Grand Prix already, and it's already been heating up. Kreiter's now managing to get past Connor and is now up into 7th place. This is a driver that we've seen do many of excellent runs. Oh, off the track there was Connor, and what's going on? See them, Connor dropping right down. Captain Jeff is up to 10th place now, and Dirty Taffy was struggling a bit there. I think they got overtaken by Sheepers there. Elpers is pulling away in the lead, 2.8 seconds to gap, but RIZE McGurk is closing that. RKA has moved up into 2nd place, past Thatcher's now. Looking further back, we can see RIZE McGurk going up the inside of Evan into turn 1, using that DRS very effectively. Up 7 places is the Haas of RIZE McGurk there. Nicely does it from them. going further down to Captain Jeff, right on the tail of that McLaren for 9th place, sticking right close up the tail. Just going to have to give me just 1 second, folks. We're just getting the chat up. We'll see if anyone has heard any of your lovely comments into the chat yet. Doesn't appear to be just yet. But there we go. Can we see an overtake further up the field as Kreiters is right on the back of Evan? We've just seen RIZE McGurk move up past the Alpine the previous lap. Is it going to be another move for the Silver? Doesn't look like it. Not getting anywhere near close enough. But Buckle, taking a bit too much curb there, going around turn 2 and ends up almost putting it into the wall there. That was a very, very close one there. Almost ended up having his race ruined on lap 3. Oh, seen Ben there, just coming in saying, well, hello there, Ben. Nice to see you. Got Kreiters here up in 6th place after that spin there from Bucko. Red Bull's not doing so good right now. And Stacey Lou is round at turn 4 there. That's a bit unfortunate. Going to move further up to Kreiters, who's went and done an excellent one. RKA has left the session. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, exactly, Ben. It's not many looking on this. Kreiters still moving up the inside of the Alpine of Evan, and RKA unfortunately falling down due to a disconnect at the moment. But yeah, I think it's to do with, I think there's plenty of leagues that have been like that, to be honest. There's not been too many drivers, unfortunately, and I think that's just with the game's decline in recent months and years, so it's a bit unfortunate. RKA also a bit unfortunate, down in 6th now after being in 2nd place just not too long ago. RIZE McGurk up 10 places though from the back of the pack, so doing excellent they are right now. But Kreiters is on a warpath right now, it seems, up 7 places, looking like they're about to make it 8 up the inside at turn number 10 there, and still the Ferrari is battling. Oh, and Kreiters almost ends up putting into the wall. That was a bit close for, too close for comfort, we'll say there. You've got Evans and the Ferrari of Thatcher's sitting closely next to each other. Is RKA back in? Yes, they are. Nice. Evans moves out to the right hand side. We've got an onboard shot from RKA, and you see that Alpine of Evans up the inside of Thatcher's and takes that 4th position. Let's hope we don't see another disconnect, as we know that is never good in online racing. Just essentially putting it on autopilot mode. So his Kreiters is 1.6 seconds away, 1.5 seconds now. Going into turn 7, is not going to have the DRS this time around, but is closing that gap. But RIZE McGurk's going to have to try and pull the finger out a little and get moving. Either that, it's going to be overtaken by a Silver soon enough. Thatcher's and RKA battling out, going into turn 10. Thatcher's goes deep and ends up losing another place. And I think, what the car was that? We've just seen the McLaren of Dirty Taffy get that front wing broken there, and I think that was with Thatcher's coming back on the track a bit dangerously there, came right across and has broken the front wing of that McLaren. The end plate on that, you can see that has disappeared. So that's a bit unfortunate, I will say. Driver's not getting too close just yet. Out with Captain Jeff after they start from from 9th, but didn't have the best starts, has now climbed up into 7th place. We're sitting in 12th. Oh, looking on the background there, Thatcher's getting that tail end of that Ferrari right out as they're coming around turn 4 there, and almost ended up losing complete control of that car. Oh, Sheepers was getting right close to the back of RKA there in that Alpine, but not able to get close enough, or enough alongside anyway, to make a move just yet. On lap 8 we go now. Oh, and we've already seen our first runners in the pits. That's Dirty Taffy, Thatchers and Buckle. Is Connor going to come in? Nope, Connor stays out. So we'll go down and we'll see what is happening. Did they get a front wing? Yep, Thatchers and Buckle both. Thatchers and Dirty Taffy. I'll check real quick and see. No, Buckle didn't get a front wing change, so that is all good. He managed to get out ahead of both of them. So Craters has now closed that gap in on RIZE McGurk, and I'm going to suspect that we could see an overtake happening going into turn 1 through the DRS zone. Now the Silver is bearing down on its mark. That Haas just up ahead in 2nd place. He moves to the right hand side to defend and goes up the outside. Is that Alpine of Evan going to be able to follow him through? Looking back, he gets it up the inside at turn 2, but not enough alongside in order to make that move. Got a yellow flag in sector 1. I have no idea who that was for. That was a bit unusual, but we're getting under green flag conditions yet again. Oh, the Alpine of Evan going and having a look at RIZE McGurk. Is he going to manage to throw it up the inside at turn 12? He does. He's alongside and gets past, and so does his teammate of RKA. Absolutely spectacular cooperation there from the pair of them. And now we can suspect RKA is going to be able to pass now their teammate and move up into that 3rd place. Yep, there we go, easy does it. Oh, Dirty Taffy and Buckle there battling out. Sorry about that there, folks. Just looking at notes and that there. But yeah, Buckle struggling a bit there, getting around turn 1 and 2. And has he got that front wing intact? That doesn't seem to be. Or is it just them tyres are roasting hot? No, he's just got no grip, it seems. Car didn't seem to turn it. We've got RIZE McGurk into the pits now. And could we get a different shot other than an onboard EA? Come on. There we go. Yeah, so he has got a broken front wing front wing damage, sorry. And, oh my god, in all that, I didn't even realise RKA is now up into second place. Elpars is actually pulling away 4.4 seconds the gap now to the leader. It's the Alpines on the silver right now, battling it out for that podium. Who's going to be coming out on top? Is it going to be the Alpines, or is it going to be the silver of Kreiters? We could also see there Sheepers and Captain Jeff also involved in there. Looking on at RIZE McGurk, is he going to try and... Oh, wait there, RKA and Kreiters are battling out side by side, going around turn 10. We see Sheepers and Evans battling it out also. Going up the inside on is Kreiters on RKA. Manages to hold off for his teammate in fourth. But we've seen Sheepers there having a little look up the inside of Evans there. But no dice just yet. Looking on at RKA now, moving to the right hand side. And is his teammate going to be able to follow him through? Yes, he does. Alpine's up in second and third right now. Incredible. Captain Jeff is into the pit lane now. Got to change tyres. Onto the hard compound they go. RIZE McGurk is going to be... should be able to overtake... if we get to see how whereabouts the car is. No, that was actually surprising. I thought McGurk would have been able to get through and get the undercut, but it appears not. So 5.3 seconds, 5.4 seconds is the gap now. Elpar's got in that clean air. Is helping out substantially. Now moving on to the main straight right now. Evans is staying out. The DRS are just keeping it nice and steady for now, it seems. Closest battle on track is this battle for second place. Sheepers into the pits also. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. That was for Bucko, who's been a bit unfortunate, it seems. And both Red Bulls have been lapped by Elpars and RKA, Evans and Kreiters. Oh, RIZE McGurk here and Sheepers battling out. Is RIZE McGurk going to be able to throw up the inside of turn 7? Not going to be able to get alongside enough. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, and that's RKA, who's spun out on the exit of turn 12. Lost a lot of track, a lot of time there. It was going to be jumping into the pits straight away, it seems. Maybe got some front wing damage. We'll get on board with them right now and see if that is the case. So just fresh tyres on. Bucko is retired from this Grand Prix. But unfortunate there. But yeah, Captain Jeff now moving up into 4th position. RKA comes out just ahead of Sheepers and RIZE McGurk. Now the information that I've got here is a 25-second pit stop. So anybody listening out there, that is your delta. Of course, they already have a delta where it tells them where they're going to end up coming out roughly. Oh, RIZE McGurk battling with Sheepers. Sheepers thrown up the inside at turn 7, and coming back is the Haas of RIZE McGurk. Not going to be able to manage to make a move just yet. Into the pits comes Elpars and Kriters, both into the pits. Elpars now coming out. They're not going to get stuck in any traffic, which is the fortunate thing about being in first place, is you get the call when you want to pit. RKA now moving up into 5th place past Connor Griff. RIZE moving up into 7th past Sheepers in that Ferrari. Now next up is going to be the Aston Martin of Connor Griff just ahead. Oh, we see Stacey Lloyd there going off track. That'll be just to make sure they don't get in the way of any of the drivers on the lead lap. Now coming around turn 9. We've got Connor in the Aston Martin, the Haas of RIZE and Sheepers in that Ferrari. Getting awfully close to the back of that Haas there. And RIZE not being able to go for the move either, unfortunately, but now throws them the swindle, and now around turn 12, turn 13 they come. A little bit of wheel banging there from Connor Griff. And that allows Sheepers up the outside. Absolutely beautiful move there around turn 14. It's not a place that you usually end up seeing overtakes. Connor Griff into the pit lane is going to be getting a 10-second penalty for speeding. We're on lap 16 now. RKA is chasing down the podium, last podium place right now. Currently sitting in P5 is RKA with Captain Jeff and his Kriters just ahead. Now, determining on how this is going to go, I think Evans is actually going to end up behind RKA. Especially with the way RKA is driving, they're managing to get past Captain Jeff and moving up into that 4th position. Next up is going to be the Sauber. We'll see how that is going to fare, but Evans is actually on a reverse strategy, doing the overcut, seeing if that works any differently. We did see majority of the drivers all jump on to the medium compound tyre at the start of this Grand Prix. Usually the undercut is better, but we'll see how that is going to fare. Now sitting with Captain Jeff, still right behind that Alpine of RK and Sauber of Kriters. Still not going to be able to go for the move just yet, going into turn 10. 16.3 seconds is the gap between Evan and Elpers, and that's going to show how much better the younger, fresher tyres are compared to the older tyres. Did Kriters make a mistake there coming out of turn 14, and has that now cost them that 3rd place down into 5th place to go? So we're going to move up to Captain Jeff and RKA, who are both battling it over that third place right now. Oh, so I did miss that actually, wait there. I'll go back on that, because I was on board with its critters. Oh, so it was a lag. You somehow lagged behind. That was odd, okay. So, apologies about that, folks. Let's see, RIZE on the tail of Sheepers for that 5th position here. They've risen up from 12th position from the back of the pack, up 6 places to be in 6th right now. Are they going to be able to make it 7? Got a yellow flag in sector 2, don't know what that's for. It seems like sometimes the marshals just like to wave flags, maybe, it seems. Could be wrong, but then again, you never know. I think it may have actually been Stacey always thinking about it now. Getting it out the way of their other racers that are out on track right now. Only drivers within DRS range right now is Sheepers and RIZE in that 5th position. Coming through turns 1 and 2, and now the big long right-hander of turn 3. Most consistent corner on the track. Consistently annoying, I would say. Especially if you don't get the angle right and you judge the apex a bit wrong, then it could end up having you understeer over the white line and cause a penalty. Or a warning at the very least. So it's one of these things you have to be careful with. Another one here at turn 9 on the exit, you don't hit that right and just go over that white line. That would be an easy warning. Another ones you see it is at turn 10 there, and at turn 12 on the exit usually. Thatcher's 3-second time penalty, and that's what we're talking about. Oh! Sheepers! Jeezy peeps. Getting a bit too close for comfort to that wall there. He's lost quite a lot of time. He was able to pull back though from the DRS that they did end up procuring from Captain Jeff out in 4th place. So everyone sort of settling down, it seems, except from RIZE and Sheepers battling out for that 5th position. Evans is now in 2nd place after a pit stop. Nice strategy, so the overcut did seem to have worked. Thatcher's into the pits now. Well, just coming out the pits, sorry, on fresh medium compound tyres. So, looking up, Sheepers and RIZE are side by side. They're coming down the main straight, and Sheepers takes that 5th position back and squeezes back in between both of them Haas's. Pardon for the explosions if you just heard it there. Remembering right now is November 5th here, so celebrating fireworks and Guy Fawkes night and all such, so that'll be the reason why I'm doing that. And But yeah, hopefully everyone out there is having a lovely night tonight. We've got RIZE McGurk coming around at turn 9, got Sheepers just right in his vision, ahead by half a second. Let's see, is RIZE McGurk or Sheepers going to be able to get this moved on? The Sheepers definitely is. Moving to the right hand side, takes that inside line and moves up into 4th position. Nicely done from Sheepers. Anyone in the chat, feel free to fire a comment in. It's always nice to hear from you folks who are watching these streams along. RIZE McGurk and Captain Jeff both doing the swap there. RIZE McGurk now moving up into 5th place again. Oh, who's that for? Ah, it was for Stacey Louis getting out of the way there. Is McGurk going to be able to get close enough to Sheepers right now? Doesn't seem to be. We're on lap 24 of this Grand Prix, just got 10 laps remaining after this. Sorry, this 10 laps now, including this. Yellow flag again in sector 2, that's for Stacey Lou, getting out of the way it seems. Coming out of turn 9, they come barreling down that back straight. RIZE McGurk having a little peek up the inside, but decides against it as he was just a little bit too far back. But now coming around turn 12, we're just about to be met with turn 13 and the final corner of turn 14 in just a few seconds. And there we go now, turn 14 here, straight up DRS here, all the way down to turn 1. Is RIZE McGurk going to be able to go for the move just yet? I don't think he is. But then again, I have been wrong in the past, moving up the inside here and taking that 4th position from Sheepers. And Sheepers now moves down into 5th position. Stacey Lou, 10-second time penalty, that'll be for them return, I'm guessing. Yellow flag in sector 1. Looking at the Sheepers now only half a second behind RIZE McGurk, still keeping that gap in nice and tight. Evans has actually closed that gap on El Pars to less than a second, so he's now going to be getting that DRS activation, and he hears that little beep in his ear. Oh, RIZE McGurk going awfully defensive there, moving a bit like doing a bit of a Magnussen move there, but keeps it just on the borderline clean side. RIZE McGurk and Sheepers are swapping places, and McGurk has now finalised that move up into 4th again. Oh, there we go. Yellow flag appearing up there in sector 1, but it's gone now. Going to go with Evan right now, who's sitting behind Elpars on that tyre advantage. Is it going to pay off for them doing this overcut? If it does, then they could get a first and a third. Oh, it's Craters and Jeff swap places. Craters now up into 6th position after stealing that away from Captain Jeff there. Yellow flag in sector 3, who was at Stacey Lou, went off wide at turn 14. Losing a lot of ground, unfortunately, a lap or two behind, I think. Yep, it's now we're moving on to lap 27. RIZE McGurk has got themselves a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to bode well for their finish. Moving up to Evan. Is Evan going to be able to get close enough to go for a move? It's sitting 9/10 back. I don't think they are. Now going into turn 1. Yep, quite a way off. Sheepers and Mr. RIZE McGurk, sorry. Oh, Stacey Lou is out of this Grand Prix. We've got a safety car on lap 28. Everybody pit now, dude. Box. It's going to be a bit difficult for the Alpine team. Let's hope that they could get in and out quite nicely. Evan may have to hold back RKA may need to hold back a little in order to let RKA catch to get in and get back out before RIZE McGurk can take that position. It's going to be a tough one. See, Dirty Taffy is into the pit lane now. Same with Connor. Ooh, Connor getting a 10-second time penalty. Not good. Not good at all. That's another one on top of one they've already had. Oof. Oh, Evan rushing in a bit. Yep, changed that front wing as well, mate. And unfortunately, that's held up RKA as well, and RKA will end up getting overtaken by the Haas of RIZE McGurk, it seems. Evan hasn't got that front wing changed. Nope, that's it. He's buggered that up, unfortunately, it seems. So everyone into the pits and is on them soft compound tyres. We're just waiting for Captain Jeff and Craters to switch off theirs. Oh, and also front wing change for the captain there. Now, where is that safety car? So, El Pars has got back up to the safety car, and this is going to be the only moment that he's going to be having of proper competition in this race up to now. He's unfortunately been mostly unscathed, but this past few laps has been, Evans has been right on the tail. So I think we're going to be getting one more lap under this safety car. We're just waiting for the rest of the pack to catch back up. I'm unsure, are they on the same lap? I think they are, so that's always a good sign, when drivers are all on the same lap. It is a bit frustrating with the unlapping yourself system in this game. Can be a bit brutal, unfortunately. So Dirty Tuffy now caught back up to the back of the pack. We'll see when Thatchers and Connor will catch back up. Welcome along everyone who is joining us. We are on lap 30 out of 33. Safety car right now should be getting 3 laps of racing in the final few moments. And then it will be checkered flag. Just coming around to turn 5 now are the 2 back runners in 9th and 10th. Fortunately enough for them, going to be getting points this time out. Just for finishing, so not bad there. We should see the safety car getting a notice now. Oh no, is it going to be a lit call? It may be a lit call. There we go. So a bit later than what we'd anticipated. And now we're about to get underway racing again. Elpers in that McLaren is going to be the one who's taken us away. Has been doing quite a stellar drive up to now. Everyone on them soft compound tyres. Only 3 laps remaining. Let's see how this is going to unfold. Elpers weaving left and right. We see RKA just being ever so vigilant, just waiting for that opportune moment to strike. But Elpers already pulling away, creating a big, massive gap. RIZE McGurk is right on the tail. It's really close between RKA, RIZE McGurk and Evans. Evans makes a dive for the lead and goes up into first place. Elpers now in second place, trying to take that wider line, and get that later apex. But is it going to work out going into turn 4? It looks like Elpers has managed to take that first place back off of Evans, but has got a 3-second time penalty hanging over his shoulder. RIZE McGurk taking that move on RKA, and my god, there's too much there. Looking on at RKA, holding off RIZE McGurk there, going into turn 7. We've got Criters in that silver, just behind in 5th place with Sheepers. The Criters moving up on RIZE McGurk. Is Sheepers going to be able to get up also? Nope, it doesn't look like it. RIZE McGurk managing to hold that inside line quite nicely, but it's going to change to the outside in just a few moments, but he manages to get that car squeezed in there nicely. We'll move up to RKA and Evan here as they're battling out for this second position. RKA gets past Evan. We've got Sheepers and RIZE McGurk there battling out. We've got Criters here going for that second place now. And in that second place he goes. Nicely does it there. We've got RIZE McGurk and Thatcher's battling out there for that 7th place. Captain Jeff close to the back of Sheepers. Less than 2 tenths separate them, so it's about a second from second all the way down to 5th or 6th. RIZE McGurk and Dirty Tuffy swapping places there. Has RIZE McGurk actually got any front wing damage? I think they do. Yeah, they do. That's hence the slow pace as of recent. So we're doing quite well in the at the start of this Grand Prix, but taking the more scenic route, the more dustier route, the exit of turn 9 going off a bit too much. Going to look further up here at RKA and Criters. Is RKA going to be able to come back at them? I think this is going to be the chance that they can come back, as we're now moving on to lap 33. And Criters has set the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. Let's see how long it's going to stand. We're going to go up, and RKA is now moved up into second place. Sheepers is now moved up into fourth, and Captain Jeff also gets past Evan, moving Evan down into sixth place. We've got a caution for a yellow flag in sector 1, and that's for RIZE. We've got a who is retired from this Grand Prix, but unfortunate there. And Elpar's race has been aided here by RKA and Crater's battling out here, but of course this is a battle for the lead due to the 3-second time penalty nature of Elpar's. Captain Jeff getting another 3-second time penalty. What does that put up to now? That puts Captain Jeff up to 6 seconds worth of penalties. So now should be all good. And here we go for the final time here tonight, around turn 12 and 13. And then we've only got one more corner to go, and then it's the checkered flag falling. So there we go. Elpar's in the McLaren moving up, moving down now, sorry, into second place after qualifying, getting that P1. RKA getting that first place there, so nicely done there from the Alpine driver. For me personally, I would say driver of the day is RKA, just because of how well he drove, coming up from 7th to finish first, and that's no easy task, so nicely done, and setting the fastest lap on 14.290. We've got Elpar's in second place, so done a commanding first half of the lead, but first half of the race, but not so much later on after pit stops got involved. It's Critters finishing third after coming up from 11th place, fourth for Sheepers. Evan was in fifth, sixth for Thatcher's Dirty Taffy, and seventh, eighth for Captain Jeff. Connor in ninth and 10th for Rise McGurk, and both the Red Wheels of Stacey Lou and Bucko did not make it to the end of this Grand Prix. So, everyone, I want you all to take care, and until next time from me, it is peace out.